Hi, I'm Chris with Carnival Cruise Addicts, and this is episode 88 of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. John Heald, Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador, posts on his Facebook page where you can ask him questions. He answers the questions, we read the questions, and we bring the cool, the funny, the weird here for you. And in this episode, we are on the Carnival Sunrise with Sunny, our probably best towel animal ever seen. So here we go. On today's episode, we are talking about kids in the hot tubs, a deep muscle massage gun, the wings at street eats, indoor sailaway party, what? And kids camp open during embarkation day. All right, question one. This cruiser just got off the Dream and there were a ton of kids in the hot tubs. This should not be allowed unless they were accompanied by an adult, they said. They were literally swimming and kicking and touching the adults. And they can see where this can go wrong in so many ways. They asked, please change this to adult supervision only, or adults only. No kids in the hot tub, which it does actually say. John said they are looking into this, and at the moment, let's see what they can do moving forward. It's definitely a discussion that they will have, but it's definitely, he said, something that's difficult to control. So I can kind of see that because they do have the lifeguard at the pool, but they can't really do all the hot tubs, and they can't have an employee sitting at every hot tub. So I think it just boils down to good parenting. You know, just keep your kids by your side and keep them under control. That's just me. Anyway, question two. This cruiser uses a handheld deep gun massager. Never heard of it. For plantar fasciitis, which I have heard of. They want to know if they can bring this on the cruise ship because it's something they need to help them with the pain. John said, yes, you absolutely could. Just put it in your carry-on and it will be fine to bring on board. So if you like to bring a deep muscle massaging gun on the cruise, you most certainly could. Just put it in your carry-on. Speaking of like, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. All right. Question three. This cruiser, this is a long one, so I have to read from the prompter. This cruiser has a suggestion. They just got off the Mardi Gras and was wondering if the wings at Street Eats could be sold later, similar to the times of the Seafood Shack. It's actually a pretty good idea. They would have loved to have purchased them for dinner, but with them closing down at 5, it made it impossible. They were still full from brunch and they didn't get to enjoy them. I agree entirely. I think Street Eats should be open later. 5 o'clock as a cutoff, that's lunch. And they have some wicked good food there all the time on the Excel class ships and the ones that have Street Eats. I agree. John said, please put this in your carry-on. Oh wait, that was the last question. John said it was a very good idea, but he's not sure if it's something they can do from a staffing point of view, but he promised he would share it in his report. Do that, John. That's a great idea. Do it a little bit later. Open it later and let them serve it later because there's some wicked good stuff up there. All right, question 4. This cruiser was boarding the Celebration in a few hours and was very excited. The weather didn't look too good though, so they wonder if there would be an indoor sailaway party if it was raining. That's a great question because all the boats have open decks on Lido where they do the sailaway party. John said yes, they will move the party indoors and most likely have it in the center stage area. They will announce it on board if there are any changes. So this was on the Celebration. The center stage, if you've been on the Celebration or any Excel class ship, is this basically center of the ship. It's got the big screens in back. It's got an open ocean view. It's got room for a really wicked deck party. So we've been on it a couple times, but it's always been nice weather, so it was outside, which was super fun too. I think it would be pretty cool if they did it inside as well. Maybe inside and outside. Do 2 deck parties for the folks that don't want to go out in the middle of the summer where it's crazy hot. So there you go, another idea. I'll have to ask that on his page. All right, last question. This cruiser was wondering if the kids' camp was open during embarkation day. So basically, they want to get on the boat, put their kids in somebody else's hand, and get ship-faced. John said, no, it's open for registration, but it's not actually open for participation until after sailing. So I guess that is technically open during embarkation day. But you can't get on, pump the kids to the clubs, and do your own thing. But it is open after sailing. So cheers, everybody. That was episode 88 of Yakety-Yak, live from the Carnival Sunrise.